and welcome to the Empty Chair, Keeping the Mind in Mind. My name is Previn Karyan. Now, in this video, I'd like to announce a new project called the Empty Chair Online, which will set up discussion groups, study groups, and online courses. These are going to be run through a Facebook group, which is free to join and where you can find short videos to explain all the activities in more detail. The link for the Facebook group is in the description. But if you find social media engagement difficult and don't want to use Facebook, the same information will be available on the Tech for Mind website, which is also in the description below. However, if you don't want to get involved with the online project, but would like to support this YouTube channel, you can join the subscription list on the website for a low monthly fee that will alert you to all videos as soon as they are uploaded. But that will also give you the option to join any online activities if they grab you at a later date. And you can cancel your membership at any time. Now, for those of you who have watched the video on Masochism Part 1, it should become obvious by now that posting hundreds of videos on the psychology of heterosexual men is quite limited in its helpfulness because men might need a more deep and personal engagement with video content, especially psychological content. I've also read comments from women who either want to develop their own ideas about the psychology of men or who want to think psychologically about men in their current lives or past relationships. So the discussion groups and study groups will be set up for either men only or women only groups, but also mixed groups if that's what people ask for. If you join the Facebook group, you will have the chance to suggest the type of group you want to see happening and the topics that you want to discuss. Once a group topic is agreed, you will be able to join through your membership on the website. So it's your chance to set up and be part of groups that actually work for you and discuss the things that matter to you. This will also apply to those of you who want to psychologically understand racism and fascism in addition to misogyny. So these two groups, discussion groups and study groups, will give you a chance to meet me personally and get out of this very limited and restricted YouTube world, hopefully making communication less frustrating and more effective. It will give you the chance to ask your questions directly, and you can attend just once or stay with the group for as long as you like. Discussion and study groups will be based on fortnightly or monthly meetings to avoid creating a dependency that comes with weekly group meetings. The gaps between each meeting are there to give you time to process, reflect, and digest what you need to apply to your own life. But for some of you, the discussion groups will lead to a desire to want to know more about the analysis and the psychotherapy models of mind that I'm actually using and have used for 22 years in my multimodal psychotherapy practice. So I'll be putting together online courses on different aspects of my past work that might give you a stronger theoretical handle and clarity on what is psychologically going on in our discussion group content. The first online course is being put together right now. It's an introduction to multimodal therapy that gives you the chance to look at different models of mind in 3 general classifications of therapy. And these are humanistic, psychoanalytic, and transpersonal. The courses will come with practical workbooks to deepen the personal application of the course. The basic idea of the online courses is that models of mind that are used in therapy are not just for people in mental health distress. It's possible to simplify those models for anyone to keep our own minds psychologically safe and grounded during these high conflict and difficult times. The online courses are also relevant for psychology professionals and business group or community leaders. For psychology professionals, we eventually realize that we need to loosen our emotionally primal and slightly fanatical attachments to our first trainings that brought us into the profession. And we realize that we need to work positively and collaboratively with other models of mind and psychotherapy. However, I do have original contributions from my experience that I will be adding onto the module content. So even if you have official training in an area, you may find new doors opening to your work and thinking with clients. For those of you in leadership positions in business, education, or groups, you may eventually realize that you need to know yourself psychologically in order to survive hostile and competitive environments that you work in, and also to achieve relational strength, which is what achieves task-orientated goal setting. That requirement for self-knowledge in leaders cannot be done with just one type of psychology or training. So in addition to the general public, the online courses are an opportunity for psychology professionals and those in leadership roles to think outside of the performance pressure that can trap us mentally, and to help us find more windows to see through into our mind. And when we do that, we can see the mind of others much clearer, all of which brings clarity to our decision-making processes. However, I'm also putting together another online course on attachment theory for men to understand our relationship to our mothers and women in a deeper manner, and that will also combine elements of Jung's work. And the same course on attachment theory will be reworked for mothers in relation to children in general, as well as boys in particular. So the courses I put together will depend on what is relevant to you, which you can tell me about in the Facebook group. As a psychotherapist, I'm trained to listen to people in a face-to-face encounter. It's incredibly difficult for me to talk into a camera, looking at myself, speaking to nobody in the room, while addressing an unknown audience of thousands of people that I can't see or interact with while I'm doing these recordings. It's the complete opposite of everything I have ever lived for and trained for. And that's why I'm always reading off my scripts. It's also been very hard to figure out what people really want to know, how much they already know, and what their specific individual life context or professional context is. So starting a Facebook group will help get a more direct and a more productive interaction with you, especially for the men out there who want to talk about some honest and hardcore psychological issues about our shadow psychology. This is your opportunity to test the psychological waters and see if psychology can work for you. Likewise, for women who have been struggling to understand the men in your life, this is a chance to get some psychological insights into their behaviors and how you can see men psychologically rather than reactively. With the discussion groups, study groups, and online courses all brought together on the Facebook group, you will develop a rounded understanding of different models of mind that I have worked with for 22 years, which you can apply to your individual life. So if you want to take part in the TEC Online, or just find out more information about it, click on the Facebook group link below, where you will be able to watch some videos that explain the project in detail and give you instructions on how you can join. But if you just want to support this channel, please go to the Tech for Mind website and start a low-fee monthly subscription, which will alert you to all the videos and activities connected to this project. Hope to see you there. Really looking forward to it, and thanks for listening.